Chapter 1.4 Day 1 Introduction to Solving System of Linear Equations by Elimination. To solve system of linear equations by elimination, your step number 1 is to multiply, if necessary, one or both equation by a constant. So at least one pair of like terms has the opposite coefficients. Step number 2 is to add the equation to eliminate one of the variable. Step number 3 is to solve the resulting equation for the remaining variable. Step number 4 is substitute the value from step 3 into one of the original equations and solve. Write the solutions as ordered pair, just like x comma y, and check your solution in both equations. Let's solve example number 1 based on this definition. Example number 1. Solve the system by elimination. X plus 3y equals negative 2, x minus 3y equals 16. So there are two equations given to us. Now the coefficient of y terms are already opposite and same in numbers. So we are going to add the two equations. So x plus 3y equals negative 2 and x minus 3y equals 16. When you add two equations, this 3y and negative 3y cancel. You're going to get 2x equals 14. Now you divide with 2 on both sides. You're going to get x equals 7. Now you found x already, and now you're going to solve for the y variable. To solve for y variable, choose any of the given equations. So I'm choosing equation number 1 here. And use the x value as 7. So 7 plus 3y equals negative 2. Negative 7 on both sides, you're going to get 3y equals negative 9. Divide with 3 on both sides, the y value will be equals negative 3. So now you have an x value and y value. And on your step number 5, you're going to write both of them into order pair as 7 comma. So it's going to be 7 comma negative 3. Now you're going to check your solution for both the equations. So equation number 1 is x plus 3y equals negative 2, and you use the x and y value from here. So x plus 3 times negative 3 equals negative 2. So you plug the x value for x place and the y value for y place, and then you're going to get 7 minus 9 equals negative 2, which is true. Now equation number 2 here. So equation number 2 here is x minus 3y equals 16. So for x, you're going to plug it in as 7, and for y, you're going to plug it in negative 3. And when you solve this, 7 plus 9 equals 16. So this is 16 equals 16, which is true. So your checking part is complete for both the equations. Now you're going to pause this video and try the you try problems number 1, 2, and 3. Let's just do number 1, 2, and 3 from the other side here. You try problem number 1. 2x minus y equals 9 and 4x plus y equals 21. Now if you notice that this negative y and positive y are same and opposite in sign. So when you're going to add these two, you're going to cancel these y and negative y. On this side, you're going to get 4x plus 2x, which is 6x, equals 9 plus 21 is equal 30. Divide 6 on both sides, you're going to get x equals 5. So you have one of the variable that is x equals 5 already. Now you're going to use one of the original equation to solve for y. So I chose the first equation, 2x minus y equals 9. Use the x as 5. So 2 times 5 is 10 minus y equals 9. Negative 10 on both sides, you're going to get negative y equals negative 1. Divide both sides by negative, you're going to get y equals 1. The checking part is left, so you use the first equation and plug it in x and y to see if the two sides are equal or not. So x is 5, you plug it in here. Y is 1, you plug it in here. So 2 times 5 is 10, minus 1 equals 9. So 9 equals 9, that is true. For the second equation, you're going to use x as 5 and y as 1. So 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So both sides are equal, so the checking part is complete. Your answer is in order pair 5, comma 1. Let's do number 2 and 3 on the bottom. So for number 2, if you notice, this negative 5x and 5x are same and opposite. So when you add these two equations, the 5x and negative 5x cancel. 2y plus 1y is 3y equals 12. So divide 3 on both sides, you get y equals 4. Now use original equation to solve for x. So you're going to use, I'm using second equation because it seems little simpler than first equation. So 5x plus y equals negative 1, where we are going to use y as 4. So plug it in 4 here to solve for x. So subtract 4 on both sides. 5x equals negative 5. Divide 5 on both sides to get the x value, that is negative 1. So you choose negative 1 here and y value as 4 here. Now checking part, you're going to use both of the equation one by one and use x and y as negative 1 and 4. So x is negative 1, that is here, y is 4. Plug it in the equation. Negative 5 times negative 1 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 equals 13, that's true. Now for the second equation, 5x plus y equals negative 1. X is negative 1, y is 4. So negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1 equals negative 1 on the other side, so which is true. So checking part is complete. Now the last question, this section is number 3. For number 3, 3x plus 4y equals negative 6. And the second equation is given as 7x plus 4y equals negative 14. Now, if you notice in this equation and this equation, nothing is cancelable, which means nothing has an opposite sign. But we can see that the 4y and 4y are same. So if you somehow make this 4y negative, then we can cancel the 4y and this 4y. To do that, I'm going to multiply the second equation by negative 1. So distribute the negative 1 inside of the equation. So you're going to get here is negative 7x negative 4y equals positive 14. When you add now, the 4y and negative 4y cancel, and this will give us negative 4x equals 8. Divide negative 4 on both sides. The negative 4 cancel. X equals negative 2. Now to solve for y, you're going to use any of the original equations. So I'm using 3x plus 4y equals negative 6. Here we are going to use x as negative 2 plus 4y equals negative 6. Negative 6 for this side will give us negative 6 plus 4y equals negative 6. Plus 6y on both sides. You cancel the 6 and negative 6 here. Negative 6 and negative 6 cancel here. 4y equals 0. When you divide with 4 on both sides, 0 divided by any number, you will get 0. So y is 0, x is negative 2. X is negative 2, comma 0. For the checking part here, you're going to use the original equation 3x plus 4y minus 6 and use the x and y as negative 2 and 0. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. This becomes 0. Negative 6 equal to each other, so it's true. For the second equation, so the given equation is 7x plus 4y minus 14. Use x as negative 2, y as 0. Here you're going to get negative 14, and here you're going to get negative 14 on the other side, so which is true. So the checking part complete as well.